Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another 4-part harmony tutorial video where we learn to improve our skills when writing 4-part harmony. Today we're going to be looking at the Plagal cadence and learning how to write them from scratch in both closed and extended positions, and also when the soprano note is given, all in root position. We did cover a lot of basic rules in our first video, which we'll be using today, so I'll link them in the description down below and also in an info card right here. So do check them out, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing we need to know when writing a Plagal cadence is its figuring. The Plagal cadence makes use of chord 4 to chord 1. In a major key, as we know from the first video, chord 4 is a major chord, so it's written as an uppercase Roman numeral, and chord 1 the same, also written as an uppercase Roman numeral. So we are in the key of G major. The chord 4 would have notes C, E, G, and obviously chord 1 would have the notes G, B, and D. So we just put down our working underneath the Roman numerals like so. Because we're in root position, we want to get our bass notes down first, and then build our way up from tenor, alto to soprano. So I'm going to put my C down there, and now we're in closed position, so I'm going to build from the top and do chord 4, and then we voice chord 1 appropriately. So from chord 4, we've got our C in the bass. Now we're going to go to a C at the top, an octave apart, and then for soprano, we can simply slot in E and G, like so. For chord 1, we'll put down our bass note, G, but now we must be careful not to place the G over here, otherwise we're going to have consecutive octaves between chord 4 and chord 1 in the bass and tenor. So we could go to a B, or we could go to a D. Both work well because the C either rises by a step to the D or drops by a step to the B. So we want to keep our G constant at the top, and the E we can clearly see moves quite nicely down to the D in the altos. So in this case, let us put a B, and then we will finish the chord off by placing down a D, which drops by a step from the E, and then keeping G constant at the top. For the extended bar, yeah, we're going to put down our working again. So for chord 4, C, E, G, and chord 1 again, G, B, and D. Still within the key of G major. Now we simply do the same thing. We put down our bass note for chord 4, and then we're going to voice the rest of the chord, and then voice chord 1 appropriately to chord 4. So in this case, we've got C. Now we have a few options available to us. What I will do is I'll go C to G, and now all we need to do is put in the third, the E, and finish the chord off by doubling the root C. For chord 1, we're going to put a G down here. Now, because of good voice leading techniques, we're going to keep the G constant. And now we've got 2 Gs. Now we need to finish the chord off with a B and a D. So the E drops nicely by a step to the D in the alto, and then the C from the previous chord drops quite well down by a step to the B in the soprano. I'm going to be doing a video on voice leading and the correct techniques around that in a future video, so please stay tuned, and yeah, we will have that out as soon as possible. And that is how you write a Plagal cadence in the key of G major from scratch, both using closed and extended positions in root position. Let's take a listen to these chords now, and what you should pay attention to is the difference between 4 to 1 as opposed to a perfect cadence 5 to 1. The relationship between 4 to 1 is slightly smaller, so it creates a different effect. Let's now move on to our Plagal cadences where the soprano note is given. This time we are in the key of F major. So we want to just put down our working out first. For chord 4 in F major, your notes would be B, D, F. B flat, D, F rather. And then for chord 1, our notes would be F, A, and C. So we'll just go ahead and put that for the next bar as well. B, D, F, B flat, D, F, and F, A, C. Okay, so for closed position, the first thing we want to do is identify what has been given to us. We've been given 2 Fs, the note clearly in common here between the 2 chords, so we can go ahead and scratch them out. So let us put down our bass notes in root position, B flat. And now, because we're in closed position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply put a B flat in the tenor and then finish the chord off with a D in the alto. So there you'll see we've got the B flat doubled, and then the 3rd is in the alto, and the F, the 5th, is in the soprano. Now we voice chord 1 appropriately. So we have an F. All we need to do now is put our bass note down. So we've got our 2 Fs now, and then we need to finish it off by completing the chord with A, the 3rd, and C, the 5th. In this case, B flat in the tenor from the previous chord moves stepwise down to the A quite comfortably, so we'll just put that there. And then the D moves comfortably down to the C in the alto. So that is a closed position voicing where the 2 Fs were given. Let's move to the extended bar in F major. In this case, we've been given the D in the soprano and a C in the soprano for chord 1. So things are slightly different. Again, let us put our root note, our bass note in first. B flat. So we've got a D. You can go and cross that out, and 1 B flat crossed out 2. Now we have a few options available to us. We could either go F in the tenor and then B flat in the alto, but that would cause too great a distance between the soprano and the alto. So what we will have to do here is put another B flat an octave apart there, and then a D in our alto. Now on to chord 1, F, A, C. We just simply put our F down. We have a C at the top already, so we can move that B flat down to an A again, and then simply finish the chord off by putting in the last F in the alto. So let us have a listen to that now, and we can hear the difference between these 2 chords. All right, and that is how...
What the hell was that?
That is how you write a Plagal Cadence in 4-part harmony. I'm so sorry about that at the end, but that's a little funny thing for the end of this video. I really hope I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it informative. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday and on the weekends over on Twitch, so you can find that link down below. You can come into channel when I'm live and ask me anything music related or whatever related. I'm happy to give you an answer. Yeah, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help us. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.